This is CBS 7 News at 10. Your eye on West Texas.
Hundreds of Ector County ISD teachers are being forced to reapply for their jobs after showing low test scores 2 years in a row. Now the president of the Ector County Texas State Teachers Association says the stress is just too much for the teachers.
CBS 7's Lauren Lamon spoke with the district superintendent this afternoon. She joins us now with that story.
President Obama has announced a massive overhaul of immigration reform. He addressed the nation earlier tonight with a new plan that he is mandating through an executive action.
CBS 7's Robert Guadarrama explains the plan protects upwards of 5 million undocumented immigrants.
For junior high students in Odessa today, a chemical scare sent many of them to the emergency room while their parents demanded answers.
Tonight we know at least one student brought the mercury into the campus inside of a soda bottle. We're covering this story from every angle. In fact, our team coverage begins with CBS 7's Tatum Gwen, who spent the morning at Hood Junior. The City Council in Odessa approved a tax rebate tonight for the development of the new Synergy Entertainment Center in Odessa.
Here's a quick rundown of more stories making headlines tonight. We'll start in Big Spring, where 3 men have been arrested and charged with the murder of Humberto Joshua Ramos.
A Midland man faces charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon after shooting another man Saturday night.
Police are looking for a driver who hit a woman and a 4-year-old boy as they were using the crosswalk today. Fired a shot at the intruders. My partner Jay Hendricks joins us now live from the scene. Jay?
Tatum, you are correct. In fact, police are investigating the fact that the homeowner did indeed fire shots. Now let's take you back to where this all happened about 8 o'clock tonight here. The third of 4 public meetings about proposed boundary changes in the Ector County School District is about to get underway. My partner CBS 7's Tatum Hubbard is at the board meeting where school board members hope to get the input they need to make their final decision. She joins us from Bonham Junior High. Tatum?
Jay, the Ector County Independent School District is looking for input from the public about the proposed boundary changes. And from the looks of the parking lot tonight here at Bonham, it looks like it's going to be a pretty big crowd. Those who've come out to have their questions answered and maybe express some concerns, get the truth about what the proposals are. We begin tonight with sad news out of Midland. The police chief has confirmed a fatal shooting that happened at the home of a Midland police officer. They are investigating this shooting as a murder-suicide between an MPD officer and a woman. My partner Jay Hendricks has been on the scene throughout the night and joins us now live from Midland with the latest. Jay, what do you know?
Tatum, good evening. We're here at the corner of Trevino and Crenshaw. We were actually just two houses down. And you see the police lights here and you see the garage that's open. Police are still here. It's a very active scene here.
Good evening, everyone. We want to bring you up to date on some breaking news that we're working on here in the CBS 7 newsroom. Some dangerous situations developing in the Reeves County area where some residents in Pecos have been encouraged to evacuate at this time. So it's an important conversation to us to have no matter where you live, certainly in the Pecos and Reeves County area, but anywhere tonight as we start to see more rain. You know, we say it, turn around, don't drown, but it's a serious matter and should be taken very seriously. Over the past few days, West Texas veterans were able to see the monuments built in their honor. CBS 7's Jay Hendricks joins us now from Washington, D.C. as these war heroes prepare to return home. Jay?
Tatum, good evening from here in Washington, D.C. As we wrap up day 3 of this trip with the Texas Permian Basin veterans on the honor flight. Today we got a tour of the U.S. Capitol.
From 3398, the river is starting to rise.
Nearly 100 emergency management personnel, including National Guard soldiers, are currently helping the people of Pecos prepare for even more flooding. Today's crest is not expected to be the biggest. According to the National Weather Service, the city warns people to be ready to evacuate. My partner Jay Hendricks has been surveying the damage in the area all day long today. He begins our team coverage from the Barstow Bridge near the Ward County line tonight with the very latest on the dire situation near the Pecos River. Jay?
Tatum, there doesn't seem to be the sense of urgency that we felt earlier today when we arrived here in Pecos. If you could take a test to determine if you had a link to cancer in your DNA, would you take it? My partner Tatum Hubbard joined us now with her special report on the pros and cons of the cancer test. Tatum?
Jay, thanks. This is a topic that's very near and dear to my heart. As many of you know, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer 10 years ago and went through extensive treatment to beat the disease. So when I heard about a simple blood test that could detect if you had a genetic link for the disease, I wanted to know more about it. And I learned it's a huge medical advancement, but one that also comes with some big decisions.
5 women, all part of the same family, sit around a table. They're not chatting about the latest fashion trends or even the movie they saw last night, but a much heavier topic.
The story may leave you asking, should I be tested? Well, the answer may be yes.
According to Dr. Joe Kazor, a radiation oncologist at the West Texas Cancer Center in Odessa, the Permian Basin Honor Flight has landed in Washington, D.C. CBS 7 crews are along for the journey to bring you exclusive and in-depth coverage.
For the next 2 days, it will be more of the same for these former servicemen and women. In the nation's capital, I'm Jay Hendricks, CBS 7 News.
Jay, thank you so much. We want to remind you our crews will be with the Honor Flight group throughout the week. A highway known to the people as Death Highway has seen 0 fatal crashes so far in 2014. CBS 7's Tatum Gwynn joins us now from the highway with...
The Martin County Sheriff has officially stepped down, and now commissioners are scrambling to find his replacement. This comes after Sheriff John Woodward went missing in action for weeks following accusations that he partied with an inmate.
While the recent rainfall became a nuisance for many of us in the Permian Basin, just northeast of the metro area, rain fell in the perfect spot. After the downpour, Lake Thomas, one of our main water sources, hasn't had this much water in it since November of 1987.
That's right. That's exciting news for officials not only there, but with the Colorado River Municipal Water District. CBS 7's Lauren Landman explains.
Ask any woman who's had a baby and she'll probably tell you the first few years are a blur. But after putting others' needs ahead of their own for many years, some women are entering the next phase of life with a renewed determination to reclaim their bodies. It's a growing trend called the mommy makeover. Donna McKenzie is the picture of health and fitness. During this CrossFit workout, the county first started offering this deal in 2009. That's when the state was notified and opened an investigation. They determined it was not illegal, but they advised the county to stop changing the tickets.
But since that time, 90 tickets have been changed, and it's not just for speeding.
CBS 7's Tatum Gwynn has been following this story. New information tonight after a 4-year-old Andrews girl is left on a school bus in 90-degree heat yesterday. The bus driver responsible may be facing criminal charges. CBS 7.
The river is starting to rise.
Well, the rain may have let up a little bit, but dangerous floodwaters continue to cause major problems in Pecos.
Right now, 3 oil field workers are stranded at their work site. In fact, this is aerial video taken just hours ago of the floodwater around Pecos. Fortunately, it seems as if the work that the city has done to stop the flooding is working. My partner Jay Hendricks is in Reeves County, where city officials have just given him an update. Jay?
Tatum, one of the big updates from here in Pecos is we're right in front of the command center. This
have proven to be costly for the district, and that bill is getting higher every day. As of yesterday, the cost to the district was already more than $100,000.
CBS 7's Tatum Gwynn was at tonight's ECISD school board meeting where the EPA gave an update on their cleanup efforts. Tatum, what did you learn?
So they are going through literally every single inch of Hood Junior High.
A famous rocker who has done his fair share of name calling is planning to perform here in West Texas. Though Ted Nugent isn't having any trouble selling tickets, not everyone is welcoming him with open arms. My partner Jay Hendricks is now live near the Wagner Noel Performing Arts Center with more on why petitioners want to get Nugent's name off of that marquee. Jay?
Tatum, Ted Nugent has been rocking music for a long time, putting on some high-energy shows, but it's also for his mouth, I think, that's gotten some interest, especially out here in West Texas.
The NAACP is stepping in, condemning the grand jury's decision.
CBS 7's Matt Riss met today with a local leader of the NAACP who says he has a strong message for those behind the violence. Matt?
A manhunt for the suspects in a carjacking who shot 2 people, including an Ector County Sheriff's deputy, has come to an end. A lot of people are going to be wondering, why are they so worried about this mercury on the bottom of shoes?
Well, I'll show you. Okay, pretend that this water right here on the ground is the mercury.
A 19-year-old Odessa woman was saved after a fall on a steep mountainside near Fort Davis. Weather conditions kept first responders from getting to that hiker for more than 30 hours.
This is our first glimpse of the steep Hells Canyon where the teenager fell at its highest elevation. Maps show it reaches more than 4,000 feet above sea level.
Now here's an aerial view to show you how foggy it was today on that mountain. The restaurant foots the bill for anyone who can eat a steak, baked potato, shrimp, salad, and a roll in under an hour. So how did she celebrate? She had another 4.5-pound steak, which she devoured in just 9 minutes. That is so gross, but hey, good for her.